Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Yay.
Boy,
what a Friday it is, too.
Friday.
Yeah, something went on while you slept. That's for sure. The president has COVID. The first lady has COVID. They think that both of them probably contracted it from Hope Hicks, who also tested positive. Right. So absolutely in the depths of rapture is CNN this morning. They can't love this enough.
I know.
Oh, how they love this news. Every critic of the president and the way he's handled COVID-19. Now, this is all they're going to talk about. This will be the issue between now and the election.
Yeah. And it's if you were wondering what could happen that would make this year and this election
even worse.
Better. No, better.
No, better, right. Everybody asks the question, can this year get any? And yes. Stop asking the question.
We got to stop asking
Yes,
that
it
question.
can.
Yes, it can.
No more questions, please.
Don't be saying, what else can happen?
Plenty.
I have one more question. One more question before we leave.
No.
One more question.
No more questions.
Yeah, social media is not the place to be today.
No, I bet not.
Whatsoever. It's pretty ugly. There's some bad people out there that
How's your hydroxychloroquine now? Hey, you know what you do is just inject yourself with detergent. Bleach.
Is it a hoax now, Mr. President?
Yes,
that
yes,
Twitter
it is.
user does not know how to spell detergent. It's bleach.
It's bleach. That's true. That is true.
Yeah, there's one person was saying, quoting Trump, for their tweet. Oh, Eva Braun and I are taking up residence in the bunker. We're in this together. It is a mess.
The Hitler comparisons are great when they come from the left. They're verboten when they come from the right. They come from the left, they're perfect.
Yeah,
they're dead on.
They're fine.
They're just fine.
We are so divided.
I don't like to make this comparison, but
They don't even, a lot of times they don't even make that qualifier because they don't need to. Because the Anti-Defamation League's not coming after them. They're not. They just won't. It's so agonizing.
It's
so
fun.
agonizing.
But for right now, the president is fine. Right?
Yes.
I mean, he's
both
asymptomatic.
he and the first lady are asymptomatic.
Yes.
And so it should be with, quarantine and, everything should be fine.
Hopefully,
Right?
yes.
Yeah.
Hope so. Keep our fingers crossed. Say some prayers.
Yeah.
And so 2 weeks from yesterday, if you're doing the 14-day quarantine thing, that's when the next debate would be, October 15th.
Oh, 2 weeks from yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah, 14 days,
man.
right? Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's...
When does Biden say,
That makes it unlikely that
Yes,
the
it
debate
does.
will take place, right? Because that's right on the edge.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do it remotely, which would be weird and cumbersome, and they're probably not going to do that. Huh. Well, that throws everything up in the air.
Yeah. I mean,
This makes the campaign all the more easy, doesn't it?
Yes,
it makes it that much easier. That's so
yes,
great.
It does.
Golly. It's just, everything's going so well right now that I don't know what else you could hope for.
fun?
I thought we were supposed to ask questions.
Right. Yeah, well, we're not.
Okay.
We're not. They'll probably still come, though. Just, wow.
I know.
Wow.
Really, I couldn't believe it when obviously it happened. The news broke while I was, partaking in a couple of hours of sleep. And, that's the first thing you see when you wake up and you're just like.
Yeah. It's going to make the mask debate that much more unbearable.
It sure is.
Because
It's gonna be
so
a
often he
nightmare.
wouldn't wear a mask, even when everybody else around him was, and he just refused to do it.
Yep.
And so they'll use that against him and us.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody else.
I know.
See? This is confirmation of everything they've been screaming about. But if the president and first lady continue with no symptoms, then that changes it a little bit.
I think so, too. Yeah.
Changes it. Because, all right, they got the virus. So what? It didn't do anything to them. Didn't do anything. And that's the case for a lot of people. Now, not everybody, of course.
Didn't have anything to do with that hydroxychloroquine, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because there's no evidence that hydroxychloroquine works. Just no evidence.
The latest study that I saw is there's no evidence that it stops the virus. right? That
it prevents you from contracting it.
getting it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I mean, you could use the anecdotal evidence of Glenn. He started taking it, didn't get the disease, and it was all around him in his house.
I know. I have a nephew that it saved his life. I mean, he was down.
Yeah, he was
for
really
the
in
count.
trouble, right?
Yeah, he was really
How
sick.
old is he?
He was 30.
Oh, wow.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Really sick. And they were close to putting him on a vent. And the doc started with the hydroxychloroquine routine immediately. I mean, almost immediately, obviously. But
Just hours later.
Hours later,
He was doing better?
Yes.
It's amazing. Had nothing to do with the hydroxychloroquine,
Oh, yeah, no, of course
I'm sure.
not. No, of course not.
Just happened to time out well with it.
Yes.
He was just about to turn the corner anyway. And then,
Right.
don't try to bring that hydroxychloroquine
sorry.
praise to the show. Nice try, Jeffy.
That's what we call circumstantial evidence.
Yeah. What do you think? We're stupid?
Come on, man.
Sorry.
You can't use that in a court of law, and you can't use it scientifically. So shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, this is going to be one of those days. This is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, why did this? Look, next time, President Trump, that you're going to test positive for COVID-19, don't do it on a Thursday night.
Right. Yeah, because we're trying to do more on
Trying to
trivia
have
here.
fun, man.
Okay, we're trying to do more on trivia. Have some fun today.
Was that? Let's see. Henry. I can't think of. The guy sent me a note on Twitter this morning. I'm so sorry for y'all's Friday. Yep. Here it is.
Yeah.
It's.
So they're wondering whether the president and the president's office has said that he's going to continue his duties. I don't know how you do that.
They canceled a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Obviously, he's got to stay sequestered in the White House now
Right.
with the first lady. But they're going to yell and scream that he can't do his job now. And he's been around Mike Pence a lot. So
You want to be around Mike now? I mean, with contact tracing.
no, I don't.
I know.
I don't want to be around either one of them.
I know.
He was just going to have a big rally in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Well, Florida everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Calvin Coolidge won re-election without leaving the White House. Just throwing that out there.
Did he?
Yeah, he didn't campaign.
Huh.
So it can be done, Mr. President. I've got nothing. Sorry, I'm trying to throw something out there.
So at 74 years old, you would think,
He's in the window.
yeah.
And overweight.
But that's it, though.
Yeah.
I mean, really, those are the two.
Overweight.
Those are the two.
And 74.
comorbidities, right, on the list. But he's in pretty good. Other than that, he's in good shape.
Yeah.
So,
And again, they say they feel fine.
you're right.
Second presidential debate, October 15th. Just a tad in doubt at this point. He was going to go forward. The White House had said earlier that they were going to do the fundraiser at the Washington, D.C. hotel, the Trump Hotel in D.C., and then another rally in Florida. And, of course, sure, all of that stuff is off. It can't get much better than it is right
I have
now.
a feeling.
Right?
Right. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. We're having fun right now.
Okay, so if you think he tweets a lot now,
Oh, geez.
if he can't get out there among the people,
Yeah, and it's his only link now.
it's going to be
With the people.
Tweet a minute. Mm-hmm. Oh, no.
Let's see if he started
Jeffy
already,
gets
shall
his
we?
glasses on.
I'll bet he
I want to
has.
see if he started already.
I'll bet it's already begun.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be able to have the internet in this room. That's just dumb.
No,
Yeah,
you gotta sit
Why
closer
would
to
you
the
need it?
window.
That's just stupid. You got to sit
broadcast
closer
room.
to the window.
Just use your
Okay.
microphone.
Yeah.
You can talk to people. You
Oh,
don't,
okay.
need, you don't need the internet in here.
That's the last tweet, Jeffy. The last tweet was his last night, 6 hours ago.
Okay.
Also, he has made a declarative statement again about racism. Do we have the Fox, the John Roberts, Kayleigh? Yeah, John Roberts and Kayleigh McEnany went at it yesterday. This is despicable. For somebody at Fox News, what are you doing? This drives me out of my mind. Here's the exchange.
Kelly, if I could start off, I'd like to ask you for a definitive and declarative statement without ambiguity or deflection. As the person who speaks for the president, does the president denounce white supremacism and groups that espouse it in all their forms?
Pause it for a second.
He's
All right.
smarter than this.
He knows better than this. He knows better. The president has done that multiple times, and everybody knows it. He's already made the declarative statements. Why are you still playing this game?
I have no idea.
It pisses me off. Why are you playing this game? And John Roberts, this is so far beneath him.
I know. I don't understand.
Pathetic. This is really pathetic. All right, let's see the rest.
Has been answered yesterday by the president himself, the day before by the president himself on the debate stage. The president was asked this. He said, sure, 3 times.
3 times!
Yesterday, he was point blank asked, do you denounce white supremacy? And he said, I've always denounced any form of that. I can go back and read for you in August 2019. In one voice, our nation must condemn racism, bigotry, and white supremacy. In August of 2017, racism is evil, and those who cause violence in its name are criminals and thugs, including the KKK, neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and other hate groups. I have an entire list of these quotes that I can go through with you. He has condemned white supremacy more than any president in modern history.
Just to clear it up this morning.
It's been cleared!
Make a declarative statement that the president denounces.
Drives me out of my mind.
The president has denounced this repeatedly. The president was asked this. You're contriving a storyline and a narrative.
Asking you to
Yes,
put
you are.
it to rest.
I just did. I read you all of the quotes, and if you need to see them in writing, I will put them in an email. Hold on.
So, Keely, can you
Unreal.
right now denounce white supremacy and the group that
I just
espoused
did.
it?
The president has denounced white supremacy, the KKK, and hate groups in all forms. He signed a resolution to that effect.
What's his
The
deal?
president just last week, perhaps you all weren't covering it, but just last week expressed his desire to see the KKK prosecuted as domestic terrorists.
Okay.
This president had advocated for the death penalty for a white supremacist, the first federal execution in 17 years. His record on this is unmistakable, and it's shameful that the media refuses to cover it. Yes.
Thank you. The FBI
I mean, the thing
and the
from
Department of Home
the thing from John Roberts. I mean, those are just quotes from the past. That's right, John Boy. They are. Yesterday, and you're technically correct. Yesterday is from the past. It is in the past. But John, we're not talking here about quotes from the late 50s. Okay, we're talking about a quote from yesterday. How old were you yesterday, John? I know it's a long time ago. You probably can't even remember back that far.
I know. I can't.
Jeez. I mean, you remember yesterday when all your troubles seemed so far away? And now it looks as if they're here to stay.
Right?
Yeah, I believe in yesterday. I don't know about you, John. Pathetic. And stay with me here. Those quotes from yesterday are from the very person you seemed so concerned about. Being a racist, a horrible, horrible racist who won't condemn it or deny it, or I don't know, tell people he wants to kill everybody who's white. What do you want? What do you want out of this? How long is this going to go on?
I don't know. It's sickening, really. I mean, it's like he condemns it, and then it's like, why won't he condemn it? Why won't he just did.
He just did. He just did. And it's right here. He did it again yesterday. But again, how old were you yesterday? Here's the president.
I mean, it's like, do you still beat your wife?
It's so bad. Here's the president yesterday.
I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK. I condemn all white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that.
But he condemns it.
He should condemn also Antifa. Antifa is a horrible group of people. They kill people. What they do to people, and they're causing insurrection, they're causing riots. He doesn't want to do that, but the press doesn't go after him, and that's a really bad group of people.
Okay, is that going to clear it up now? Are you clear on that? He condemned everyone. Every group there is, I condemn them. I condemn the Rotary Club. I condemn the Moose Lodge.
Whoa.
Okay?
President Trump didn't condemn the Moose Lodge, I'll tell you that.
I condemn the Moose Lodge, the freaking Girl Scouts and the Brownie Troops. I condemn domestic terrorists.
If you're a group, I condemn you.
I'm sending the FBI after them this minute. Consider this my declaration to the FBI that they go after the Brownie troops all over the country.
Can I just point out something that you and I were given a little bit of guff from some folks online yesterday for not knowing much about the Proud Boys?
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about them. He said so.
He even condemned them, right?
And he condemned them.
So there.
Well, they're a group.
I'm not even sure they deserve condemnation.
Right, that's the thing. They seem great.
It's not a group of white people, as evidenced by the leader of the group, who's Cuban American.
And I believe that has condemned racism and the KKK and white supremacy.
And stood up to Antifa, because somebody needs to.
Jeez.
But so even though they've done that,
let's ask Joe Biden why Antifa.com redirects to JoeBiden.com.
Then look at this. This is great. Kayleigh McEnany refuses to denounce white supremacy when pressed repeatedly by Fox News reporter.
What?
What?
So that's the headline.
Yeah. You just saw the clip. Did she refuse to denounce white supremacy?
This is
nothing farther from the truth.
What are you talking about?
I mean, that's just hopes that people just see the headline and move on.
Exactly.
Right?
We're living in opposite world.
Yeah.
So the opposite of what she said is the headline for Mediaite yesterday. White House Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany held her first press briefing since a controversial presidential debate and was pressed by Fox News' John Roberts to declaratively denounce white supremacy. Yes, that's all true. But they claim she refused. McEnany demurred the direct question by saying, this was answered by the president himself. Okay, she's the spokesperson for the president. Why wouldn't she do it that way? You don't really care where Kayleigh McEnany stands on white supremacy, right? Of course you're going to reference what the president has done, because that's what the press conference is about.
So the headline is mostly true.
I'm sure that's how it would be.
True.
Yeah, you know that's how they'd fact check it.
Sure, she said the president denounced everybody.
But she won't.
She didn't.
She won't.
That is disgusting.
I'll tell you what, don't vote for Kayleigh McEnany for president.
Right?
Don't do it. Don't.
That is disgusting, man.
It's despicable.
Wow.
McEnany said he has condemned more than any president in modern history. Roberts pushed back, noting that McEnany only cited previous comments made instead of explicitly denouncing white supremacy.
What are you talking about?
Unreal.
We're in a loop, man.
Can you right now denounce white supremacy and the groups that espouse it? I just did, McEnany insisted, and so it went. It's despicable what they're doing. They're just flat out liars. Whether people fall for it, I don't know. I hope not. I hope we're smarter as Americans than this to just look at the headline and say, wow, they won't denounce white supremacy.
You know, it was Chris Wallace who started this train rolling the other night when he asked him that question, but as has been thrown all over the place and ignored by the media, we have the video of Chris Wallace asking him that 4 years ago. Does he not recall? Can we please play that video?
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. I've been doing it now for 2 weeks. You're probably about the 18th person that's asked me the question.
18.
It was very clear. That question was also talked about in the form of groups. I want to know which groups are you talking about? You have to tell me which groups. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow.
Thank you.
And by the way, if you look on my Twitter account, almost immediately after the program, they were disavowed again. You know, it's amazing. When I do something on Twitter, everybody picks it up, goes all over the place. But when I did this one, nobody ever picks it up. Take a look at my Twitter account. Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, so then we go.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not
pause for a second
to the violence?
So he's already done it.
Sure.
He did it before the question was even out of his mouth. Sure. I condemn them. Yes. What do you want from that? What do you want?
How much more do you? I mean,
literally, what is?
And he even
left?
asked, "What do you want?" And again, he asked, "Name a group." He doesn't like groups. He's got a problem with groups. That's starting to piss me off, actually.
Also, is there a super Doppler mega way that you can condemn these groups with a stronger word than sure?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Seriously, it's gotten to the point where it's
sure thing.
It's time for the president to make like a hostage video. Just write the words you want me to say. I will read them verbatim, and we will move on with this, right?
Actually, would be hilarious.
And what they're looking for, I guess, is do not vote for me. If you vote for me, you will be arrested. Because they're trying to slice off a faction of the voter base.
Right. Well, and you know that I was reading another pontificator that thinks that the reason that they brought it back up and back around again is because they believe that Biden knows he's losing a lot of the African American vote. He's got a big percentage, big chunk going to Trump, so they got to try to bring racism back into it again. And the only way to do that is why won't he condemn it?
Isn't it interesting that it was Wallace in 2016? It was Wallace this week. Let's see the rest of this, because he already said sure once.
Willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland.
Sure,
Are you prepared to do
Sure,
that?
for the third time. Sure, I'm willing to do that. Sure. Do you know what sure means?
No.
Do you understand the meaning of that word?
No. I thought it doesn't mean deodorant.
Does it mean maybe? Does it mean no?
It means I'll
Does
get
it
back
mean,
to you.
Yeah, okay. Ask me another time. I'm thinking about it. I'm unsure. Because that would be the opposite of sure. Unsure. Right? Makes it negative. Sure is a positive statement.
How
I was
are
thinking.
we a country?
I don't know.
Like,
we're almost
seriously?
not anymore.
No, we
How
are.
is this even happening?
We're headed toward not a country status.
I know.
It's scary. It really is. Man, he said there was a lot going on there.
It sure was.
Sure. You use that word again. Why won't you declare there was a lot going on there? Why,
But
Jeffy?
I just did.
You're pissing me off. Why won't you say it? Say it then. Say it.
Right
Sure.
now.
Sure. I just
Why?
said.
Oh my God. Are you seeing this? Are you hearing this, Keith? This is unbelievable to me.
I gotta be honest. I'm embarrassed for you, Jeffy.
What group do you want me to say sure about? I don't understand.
Have we talked about the Moose Lodge yet?
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Don't besmirch. Don't besmirch the
You're
Moose
starting
Lodge.
to tick me off
Don't
if
do
you're
it.
going to go after the Loyal Order of the Moose. I'll
Right,
tell
don't
you
do
that.
it. Don't even do it. Don't go there, boyfriend.
You're welcome, Jeffy. I took the heat off of your inability to denounce them.
Chris Wallace obviously has some sort of issue here. I know he's a registered Democrat, but still, do your job. Be balanced at least in this.
Sure.
And if you're going to demand that of Trump, demand it of Biden.
Sure.
Sure. So you mean no, you don't want him to.
Yeah, what are you
the
saying
hell
with
is
that?
wrong with
Sure.
you? What is the matter with you?
Take a stand, man.
What a world.
This is amazing.
What a world.
Amazing.
I mean, but this is what's so maddening. It's not just that we're in this loop on Trump, denounce them, say this verbatim, and we still won't be happy. It's there's so much evidence right there of Joe Biden needs some serious questions asked of him.
And it all gets swept under the rug.
It's not even looked at.
Yeah, they don't even care about it. Let's review a little bit. Joe Biden's past on racism. Here's a photo of Joe Biden holding hands with former KKK leader Robert Byrd in 2008. That's great. Isn't that wonderful?
That was
We're holding hands.
way back when they were really young, right? High schoolers.
Yeah, well,
They didn't know
2008. What were they? 10?
Yeah.
Maybe Byrd is 10. I think Biden's 7 years old there.
Okay. All right. So there he is.
Okay. There he is holding hands with Robert Byrd.
Now you did say that correctly. That Byrd at that time he was former.
Yeah, former KKK member, right?
I'm sure.
Who had really changed his stance on black people. We all know that.
Well,
except for not really. He really didn't. He placated is what he did. I don't know that he ever actually changed his mind.
I don't know that he did either. He stepped down from
Yeah.
He stepped down from obviously being the grand poobah or the grand whatever corona that you had that you are at the KKK.
No, his biggest mistake was joining the KKK. He said,
Right.
To my knowledge, to your
Right.
point, he never said my views on blacks were totally wrong.
Right. The mistake was joining
the
group.
KKK.
Yeah.
Because it haunted him a little bit. I mean, if that was a Republican, he would have been drummed out of office. But of course, it's fine with a Democrat. Now, what about the claim that Joe Biden said he didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. This
is
a while ago.
There's some crazy claim out there.
Crazy.
What is the quote down there in the middle of the page? What does that say?
Let's see.
There's the quote.
Unless we do something about this. I think he's talking busing.
Yeah, back in the 1970s. Mm-hmm.
Unless we do something about this, my children are going to grow up in a jungle. The jungle being a racial jungle.
Wow.
With tensions having been built so high that it's going to explode at some point. We've got to make some move on this.
Oh, no.
Huh.
And so Snopes looked into it, and they shot this down, right?
Well, yeah, they shot it down with a correct attribution.
Oh, even Snopes realizes he said that. Joe Biden quote for it.
In the 1970s, Joe Biden, a vocal opponent of busing as a means for desegregation in public schools.
Yeah, I mean, he
did in fact say that.
This is what his running mate, Kamala Harris, was talking about in the debates.
Yeah,
correct.
That's what she was talking about.
And then she really dented his armor in the first debate, and then realized she wasn't getting the support, and he was going to get the nominee.
So she backed way off.
She backed off so she could be the vice president, and
here we are.
Here we are.
In fact, here's a report from last year on CNN.
Gentlemen and ladies of the Senate.
One chapter receiving fresh scrutiny comes from his earliest years in the Senate, when he strongly opposed mandatory school busing. It was designed to achieve integration and a more equitable education. It was the mid-1970s. Biden favored desegregation, but not through busing. What's less known is how he followed the lead of some of the Senate's most fervent segregationists. In a series of never-before-published letters reviewed by CNN, the strength of Biden's opposition to busing comes into sharper focus. On March 25th, 1977, Biden wrote, "My bill strikes at the heart of the injustice of court-ordered busing. It prohibits the federal courts from disrupting our educational system." Biden sought and received support from Mississippi Senator James Eastland, the Democratic chairman of the Judiciary Committee, and a leading symbol of Southern resistance to desegregation. He frequently spoke of blacks as, quote, an inferior race.
Oh, boy.
Biden reflected on that era earlier this year.
They're a bunch of racists. There was, James O. Eastland, Mississippi, Strom Thurmond, and so on. There were 9 guys who were in the caucus that were, I ran against in the civil rights movement.
But he did not say that Eastland and others were partners on several of Biden's anti-busing bills.
Right.
On June 30th, 1977, Biden wrote, "Dear Mr. Chairman, I want you to know that I very much appreciate your help during this week's committee meeting in attempting to bring my anti-busing legislation to a vote." Then in 1978, Biden again asked Eastland to put his anti-busing bill before the full Senate, writing, "Your participation in floor debate would be welcomed."
Working for the people right there, Joe Biden.
Yeah, isn't that fascinating?
But let's take this with a grain of salt. That report was from the far-right network, CNN.
CNN, yeah.
So you can't really...
Yeah, you can't really trust it. You can't take that to the bank. I mean, and he said wonderful things about blacks in the past. We know that, too. I mean, let's add a little balance here. He did say this.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African-American.
Yeah, he's talking about Barack Obama. These are really nice things he's saying.
Who is
mainstream, sort of mainstream.
Articulate and bright.
Articulate, bright, and
clean.
And he's clean. Guy's actually bathed, if you can believe it. He is a black man who is actually bathed.
Articulate.
He's bright. So he can speak, and you can understand him. He's bright. He's taken a bath, maybe even a shower.
Nice looking guy.
Nice looking guy. Try to find that in a black person. Am I right?
I mean, that's a storybook, man.
Right, like he says, that's a storybook, man. So there's some great things he has said about black people. He's fine. Whatever.
You know what? All this evidence about Joe Biden this morning that you're dropping on me. Okay, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Has the President Trump, has he denounced?
He won't do it.
Really?
No, he will not do it.
After all this, I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK.
What?
I condemn all white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that.
Why won't he do it? Why won't he condemn them? Why?
The clock is ticking.
Just say it. Right? Just say the words. That's all we ask.
Pat Gray, the Blaze Radio Network.
By the way, we were going to do our big debate of the century. Senator Biden versus Vice President Joe Biden. It's going to be epic. We're going to delay that. We're going to postpone that for now due to COVID-19. Literally because of COVID-19. The president has it, and so does the First Lady. So we will do the big debate of the century soon. Mm-hmm. Just not right now. Got some tweets here at Pat Unleashed. Devin Crossley tweets, Trump getting the virus just made Friday a cluster fun.
Right.
Sir Jeffus of Spoons tweets, why does the media want the president to denounce white supremacy? I thought all white people were racist, so why does it matter?
Right.
Brian Moore, would be great for President Trump to condemn the Democrat Party and their racist history.
Thank you.
Amy, what's her face? Trump didn't condemn Satan, so he must like him. Nobody would care about that anyway. My fat cat Jeffy tweets, is it me or does the do it, say it from Biden, Tapper, Wallace sound just like the BLM activists making diners raise their fist?
Yeah.
Right. Say exactly the words we want you to say. It is, it's just like that.
Similar. Sure.
Free exercise. Kaylee only quoted past comments. No future comments were quoted.
Thank you.
Why not? Why?
Yeah.
Why? Huh?
Seriously.
She could have used because they were going to happen in the future. She could have used these.
I have to say, I've said it many times,
didn't.
And let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK.
Oh, wow.
I condemn all white supremacists.
Yeah.
I condemn the Proud Boys.
Proud Boys.
I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost
But
nothing,
I
but I condemn that.
What about the Moose Lodge? Why didn't he go there? The Rotary Club. We've asked this question a couple of times this morning, and I still want an answer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
what about the Moose Lodge?
Or the Royal Order of the Buffalo. Water Buffalo.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And don't forget the Lions.
The Lions Club?
Lions Club.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the Lions. Are we missing anybody?
The Lions, we got the
VFW.
VFW.
Yeah. You can't condemn the VFW. They're veterans of foreign wars.
Why won't you condemn the VFW?
I just won't. Okay, I just won't. I like them. I like.
Is that the line in the sand? The VFW.
That's the line. I draw the line.
What about the Shriners?
Okay.
The Shriners?
No, Shriners must be condemned wholly.
Okay.
And totally.
How about Gideons?
The Shriners. I forgot about
Are those the people that put the Bibles in? Oh my gosh, I condemn them most of all.
See?
Most of all, spreading their hate.
We got everybody?
I think we did. Just about. We'll think of somebody and we'll condemn them as well before the show's over.
So we're looking for groups. What's the Association of Realtors thing that you always mention?
Oh man,
those are the people that need condemning, right?
There are no members of the National Association of Realtors unless they're realtors.
Right. It can't be a realtor.
Why are those bastards so discriminatory? Why?
Exclusionary.
I condemn them.
Right?
I want them condemned.
They are condemned now.
Okay.
National Association of Realtors. Condemned.
Noted.
Noted and condemned.
What's the stamp?
How about
condemned?
that?
We got to find that.
Yeah, we got to bring that back. Lone Wolf tweets, the only way to truly denounce white supremacy is to use the secret phrase that pays. Which is hopefully coming up here in a few minutes. We've got Cleveland and Dallas today. Yeah. Cleveland and the Cowboys. Browns, Cowboys. Are they both 1-2?
No.
Cleveland's
2-1.
How about that? Of course, they played 3 cupcakes and lost one of them, but we won't go into that.
Dallas has only got 1 win, right?
Dallas?
Dallas,
yes.
they've only
I can't remember who they won, though, because they were way behind in a game they played.
Did they win that? I don't think so. You can't come back that far.
No, they did. They came back from like a long way, like 20-0 and
weird. Who'd they?
29-10 or something.
If I had the internet, I'd look it up, but I can't remember what team.
Guys, it's kind of like metric. There's just no way.
No
to
way
know.
to find out.
Okay.
No way to find out. It was the Atlanta Falcons. There's no way to tell. There's no way to tell. So we won't get into that.
I will say I did, just as I know we're little football talk, but I did watch the onside kick again.
Okay, I don't need this in my life.
And
it's crazy, isn't it?
Amazing.
It's great.
It's
like it was a hot potato. I'm not
man.
touching it. You touch it.
It's just hypnotized. That ball just circling around there, man.
Yeah, it was great.
They knew the rules. Did they?
No, they did
not. He did not know the rules.
Did they? Because it sure didn't look like it to me.
Well, it makes it even dumber if they knew the rules.
I know.
Then why didn't they jump on the ball?
Whoa, time out. Cody may be watching.
Okay, right.
He may
right.
not have seen the
That was
game
3
from
weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Warning, following segment contains, and current segment contains spoilers for, you know the thing. Listener and viewer discretion is advised.
If you haven't caught up on NFL Week 2 as we enter NFL Week 4, our apologies. So,
Anyway.
there's no defense for that play.
No.
It just looked like a bunch of idiots watching what was the article I read you? It's like watching a frog in the backyard. They're all standing around admiring it.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that!
Look, it's a frog. They jump and stuff.
And then the Cowboys.
Look, it's a football. It
just jumped.
It spins.
Back up, man. You might get warts.
What else can it do? Let's watch.
Nightmare. But have you ever seen, though, an onside kick like that? They just spun like a top. I mean, that was kind of fun.
I was hypnotized right along with the Falcons.
I didn't jump on it either, so
not
who
to
am I
the
to
point.
talk?
If you were there, you would have. Every
I
other
know the
person
rules.
in the world would have done that.
By the way, BYU plays Louisiana Tech tonight.
I know.
Tonight. And when BYU and Louisiana Tech get together,
throw it out, baby.
You throw the record.
Oh, somebody
books right out the
tweeted at you.
window.
I know
Throw
you
it out.
saw it.
They did.
Pat. Somebody tweeted at you that Boise State just added.
Yeah,
BYU
we had.
back.
I was getting
Got 'em.
there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just
his
added
thunder.
Boise State,
We talked about it the other day that it might happen.
and it did.
You excited for that?
It's on. Oh yeah. Because that's their big game. That and Houston are the two big games we have. So you got to make the most of those.
I know.
BYU, number 1 defense in the nation, number 4 offense in the nation right now.
Could have been a little bit higher had they hung 50 last week.
I know.
Just saying.
I know. Plus, I don't know if anybody watched the game. The announcers at both games have really talked about, and it's way too early to do that, but they've talked about BYU's possibilities at the end of the year.
Yeah.
New Year's Six
this
Bowl.
was a great season for them,
Do you
right?
consider them for a playoff? And if you're not going to consider them for a 14 playoff, expand the playoff this year. This would be the perfect year. Major League Baseball did it. The NBA did it. I think the Hockey League, National Hockey League did.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you expand the playoff? They've already said, no, absolutely not. We're not even going to consider that. Why wouldn't you go to 8 teams
since
this year?
there are less games for everybody on their schedules.
It's a perfect year to do it.
Exactly.
The Pac-12 is only playing 7 games. Because, the Big Ten told them to.
Hey, Spike, you want to play ball? Huh? You want to play ball? Huh, Spike? You want to? Huh, Spike? You want to? Huh?
This is the Pac-12 talking to the Big Ten. Nah.
You wouldn't like that, would you, Spike?
Okay, nah.
Now Spike has decided, we'll play. And so
great.
Chester's playing as well, so that's great.
Maybe that'll happen with the expansion, right? Maybe the Big Ten will finally say, we probably should expand.
I wish. It just makes so much sense. That's why they won't do it, though. It's just stupidity. Why wouldn't you go to 8 teams this year? Just 8 teams. Is it really that difficult? You add what? 1 more game?
Yeah. You're right in saying this is the year to do it.
Yes.
Right? If there was ever an opportunity to do it, let's do it this year.
Because nobody is playing 13 games during the course of this season. Nobody. Nobody's even going to play 12. Probably not even 11. The most anybody's going to play is 10 games.
Now, let's say that they do expand it and still keep BYU out of it.
Oh, then you've got yourself a civil war. I don't condone civil war, except in that eventuality.
Except in that case?
Yeah, that's where I draw the line.
Okay.
All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Did you see the BET founder, Robert Johnson, is going to vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
I love that. The guy's kind of unpredictable. First of all, a few months ago, and I think he still feels this way, he wants a $14 trillion reparations
He laid out his
bill.
reparations plan.
Wow. Thank you for that, by the way. The $14 trillion. Is that going to settle the score then? And can we go to normal then? Can we all say, okay, we're all squared up now?
It was his
and
plan.
you know that wouldn't be the case.
No, his plan, everybody got $370-some thousand, right?
Yes. Every black person in America would get $370 or whatever it was, $1,000. Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. Pretty nice. Would that help? Yeah, I'd be okay with it.
Help me. I identify as a black person right now. I'll tell you
If
that.
you want to give me $370,000, I'll probably take it. You know,
I would go on record and say, sure.
Yeah, sure. But what does that mean? Why won't you say yes, though? So anyway, Robert Johnson has said he's going to go with the devil he knows, which is Trump, rather than the devil he doesn't know, because you don't know what's going to happen with Biden and his
you kinda
far
do.
left agenda.
Country, I mean, we cannot have Joe Biden become president of the United States of America.
And even Robert Johnson knows it. Even Robert Johnson, who is the head and founder of BET. Wow. I hope people are taking note of that. I hope they're checking that out.
Be nice.
Where I come out as a businessman, I will take the devil I know over the devil I don't know any time of the week.
Nice.
And that seems to be what business people are confronting today.
Amen.
So you're endorsing Trump? President Trump?
I'm not endorsing anybody. What I'm saying is,
you're going to vote
if I, as a business person, what you want more than anything else, particularly coming out of something as horrible as this pandemic and its impact on not only the U.S. economy, but the global economy, the more you know about who will be pulling the levers of economic growth, economic development, taxes, stimulus, regulations. In my opinion, you're better off dealing with somebody you know where they're going to be than somebody you really have no idea what decisions they will make at such a critical time.
So you're saying that you would stick with President Trump rather than vote for someone to come in
that's what he's saying, Puddin'.
Why won't he say he's going to vote for Donald Trump?
I absolutely do not know what Vice President Biden will do. I haven't heard anything coherent out of what he said he will do.
Thank you. Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Why won't he say it?
But you're saying, I can't imagine that you're really saying it, so I'm going to keep asking you. What you're saying is that you're going to vote for Donald Trump? I love it. Oh, she's so confused.
He didn't endorse him, though.
She can't take it.
He didn't endorse him.
No, he did not endorse him.
So the Black Entertainment Television founder, Robert Johnson, black guy, is going to vote for
He's on board with Trump.
Donald Trump.
But here's the good thing for Joe Biden.
What does he got?
In turn, he gets Richard Spencer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, of the alt-right.
Nice.
So that's great.
Sure, that's good, right?
Neo-Nazi guy.
Isn't that great?
That's good, right?
Yeah, that's good, right?
So why won't Biden disavow him?
Why hasn't anybody even asked that question?
And that is a better question. Why hasn't anyone asked that question?
DeGearbear tweets, Keith, Trump is a racist, hater, full of hate. But Richard Spencer, who organized the white supremacy asshats in Charlottesville, is on Team Joe.
Look at that.
Pass it on.
I'm on Team Joe.
I'm on Team Joe.
Oh, wait. Where can you text if you wanted to join Team Joe?
To Biden at 3.
No,
go to
Joe.
303 330. I think is where you go. Is anybody going to ask him? Do you denounce 100%? Tell Richard Spencer you don't want his vote right now. Tell him. Will you say it? Why won't you say it, Joe? It's craziness. This is just craziness. But I don't understand why Trump won't do it. I really don't.
I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK. I condemn
Why won't you do
all
it?
white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that. But he should condemn also Antifa. So Antifa is a horrible group of people.
There's no A in the word horrible. I just want to make that clear again. It's not horrible. It's horrible. Okay? Can we just clear that up?
I'm with you. I mean,
all right.
just right.
Good. Okay. There's no A in the word horrible. All right. That's what I took from that message right there. Why won't he condemn the KKK and all white supremacy?
In fact, I think he should say that again. He should have to say that again since he mispronounced it.
He should.
I have to say, I've said it many times, and
say
let me
it again.
be clear
One more
again. I condemn the KKK. I condemn all white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that.
Okay, I'm not even sure you need to condemn the Proud Boys.
No.
Have they done anything wrong?
Everything I've learned is no.
Right.
You should not. They seem
They've
like
done nothing wrong.
Group of guys.
In that audio, he may have already been suffering some COVID-19 issues or whatever because he won't condemn
the KKK
he won't condemn
and
the
white
KKK.
supremacists.
I just won't do it. I don't know why he won't.
I don't know why. He likes them, I guess.
It sure sounded. He won't do it.
I wonder if that's enough for John Roberts, because yesterday he thought that the thing hadn't been done yet, even though he knows for a fact.
John Roberts is smarter than that, right?
Yes.
He has to be. My gosh.
Pathetic if he isn't, if he doesn't know it, if he hasn't seen it, because we've played it over and over and over, all his condemnations. We played them.
On his own stupid network.
Yeah. Yep. And yet he's playing that stupid game. Will you clear this up once and for all? Shut up. No, I won't.
No, I won't.
Okay, you know what? We want anybody. We can use every vote we can get.
Thank you.
And if a white supremacist votes for us, so be it.
I'm not just as American as you, John.
I don't support their agenda. I don't support their points of view. But if they want to vote for us, fine. That's kind of what Orrin Hatch used to say, because people in Utah were always confused by the people he got money from. Well, I'll take money from whoever will give it to me. That doesn't mean I'm doing anything special for them. Oh, okay, right. Will I take money from the tobacco industry? You bet.
How dare you think I would do something special for these people?
Right. That doesn't mean I'm going to support them. Huh. Okay. Well, I mean, Trump could play that game. He's not, though. He's not playing that game. And he could say, you know what? I'm not going to answer that question. That's coming directly from the Biden campaign. I'm not answering that question.
Right.
I'm not going to justify your nonsense with an answer. What do you think of that?
What do you think of that?
That's what Biden's
Next
doing.
Freaking question.
Right. Next, Bob, go ahead. Same question? Bob, I already answered that. Let's go over here. Tim, what do you have to say?
If he's in isolation for 2 weeks, an idle...
I don't know what he's going to do.
Well, no, hold on. An idle Donald Trump is going to be very dangerous for the left. Because if he has time to sit around and stew on how Democrats treat him, he could make their life a living hell.
Right, he's dangerous to the left, but he's also dangerous to himself.
I know.
Too much time on his hands may not be a great thing.
That's a fair point.
It's a little scary. It's a little scary. So, 888-900-3393. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we're in the home stretch of the campaign. This is a really bad time to come down with COVID-19.
I know. What's he thinking?
Really bad time. What are you thinking?
What's he thinking?
Plan better, man. Goodness.
If you're going to get it, you should have gotten it out of the way a long time ago.
Get it in July.
Right, well, like when Boris Johnson had it. That was a perfect time. He could have had it then.
Right.
We'd all forgotten about it by now.
In fact, some of us told him to go over and see Boris at the time.
Yes, but did he do it? No. You didn't listen to us. So...
Upon the frozen tundra of the human mind.
Which country borders the United States to the north?
How about Mexico?
Wow, that's a great answer.
It's not exactly north, though.
Oh, man.
Two teams of infinitesimal intellect will collide in a cloud of glory.
The Ten Commandments were carried down the mountain by whom?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh.
His name was Blaine.
Mental gladiators, capable of taking a minor incline and turning it into an unscalable summit.
America claimed its independence from which country?
Nobody knows this.
Don't know. Yeah.
Dolt versus dimwit.
What territory did the United States purchase from France in the early 1800s?
New England.
Dunce versus dolt.
What is socialism?
Somebody that talks to the public.
Somebody talks to the public.
There you go. What? No?
Moron versus moron.
What does USA stand for?
Pass.
Pass?
Oh, you pass, yeah.
It's the upstairs attic. You're going to pass on what does USA stand for?
In an epic battle of nitwits.
If a show airs at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, what time is it in the Pacific Zone?
No, not about football.
This is not about football.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Okay.
Oh,
well, yeah, because she doesn't know football. How many times does she have to tell you?
Should have changed
stupid?
the question.
This is Moron Trivia.
Good morning, American. It's Friday.
And what a Friday it is.
Exciting Friday.
Exciting. Fun Friday. More cluster fun than you could possibly shake a stick at. Although I don't know why you'd be shaking sticks
That's a
at
good
cluster
point.
fun. Why would you do it?
Where do you think that came from?
I don't know.
Where did that... I'm going to look that up.
It's a stupid expression.
Shake a
Because I've
stick?
never shaken a stick at anything, frankly.
You ever gotten? Really? You ever had to go out and pick out your own switch to get beaten with?
No. That's never happened. Have you?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Well, see,
what a surprise, by the way.
It first appeared in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania Journal in 1818.
Shake a stick at?
Yeah, quote, we have in Lancaster as many taverns as you can shake a stick at. The since then as now was a lot or too many. Oh, we got that. But why did they start with that?
I don't know.
Like, what?
Where did that? Why are people shaking sticks at taverns? I don't know.
I don't understand. Even in Lancaster.
Yeah, it's weird. Anyway,
that's where the Amish live. Why do they have taverns there?
Big news of the day. If you're just waking up to it, the president and the first lady each have COVID-19.
Well,
so we got that going for us.
They tested positive.
Which means you have the disease.
They don't have it yet.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're doing fine. Apparently, they say they're fine. So they're asymptomatic thus far, and well, let's hope it stays that way.
Yes, please.
But
there are more evil tweets this morning than you can shake a stick at. I'll tell you that.
I believe that.
I believe that. I'm not sure why you'd want to shake a stick at.
Apparently, Vice President Mike Pence and his wife have both tested negative for coronavirus. So that's good. Yeah. So somebody can run the country whose name is not Nancy Pelosi, which is key. That's key. Now, they say President Trump's going to continue with his duties from inside the White House.
Good.
So he has not relegated that to Pence. And there's no reason to, because he's perfectly fine so far. And we hope it stays that way. All right, so we're looking for our very first contestant. We're going to play more on trivia today, and here's our commissioner, Jeff Fisher, to explain the rules.
Well, we're going to predict the outcome of an NFL game. Today's game, the Cleveland Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Last week, we predicted the game correctly. This week, we predict the games correctly by calling the local areas of those teams, the greater Cleveland area and the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we talk to convenience store workers and other workers who work at restaurants and places that provide services for other humans. And we ask them 4 questions, and we do it for 4 quarters, and the city who answers the most questions correctly wins the game.
Last week, Green Bay over New Orleans, that was a great prediction, because who knew who was going to win that one? That was a good matchup. We knew. Yeah, we knew, because Moron Trivia predicted it. Today, Browns and Cowboys. Cowboys are home team, so we're calling somebody in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex right now.
And just a reminder, if we're struggling to get some people in Dallas, the Republic of Texas once stretched from the Mexican border to parts of Wyoming.
Right.
So just include that in your calculus in the other room.
So Cheyenne, Wyoming is fair game today, right?
Sure is.
It's part of the Metroplex.
It's America's team.
Hey, Cowboys, Wyoming Cowboys.
America's team.
Right?
Wyoming Cowboys.
Exactly. Okay.
You could call Laramie and ask them if they're Cowboys fans, and it works perfectly.
Laramie, Cody, all the way up to Billings, Montana. Let's just whoever. Wherever we can get somebody on the line.
I bet people in Nome, Alaska are pretty bored right about now. If you want to see if they want to join us.
It's quite early there. I think they're probably so bored they're asleep, would be my guess.
Yeah.
We're still wondering why the president will not condemn white supremacy.
Thank you. We are wondering.
We'll get to that in a minute here. Is it
Rico?
Rico in somewhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Hey, Rico. Rico? Oh, my. Did we already lose?
Rico.
Yeah, we lost him.
Very monotone voice, that Rico.
Rico, what's happening, man?
That hurt. We were just getting to know Rico. And
I felt like we didn't even connect.
It just shows you how quickly things can happen, doesn't it?
Just turn around fast.
Just turn around. Yeah. You've got to appreciate all those rare moments with Rico while you got them.
You just don't know.
Because you just don't know when they're going to go away.
You have to say goodbye.
And it just went away just like that. And we didn't stop and smell the moment.
Call Rico and Laramie back, would you?
All right. So the president, yesterday, if you've been waiting for him to finally condemn white supremacy, here's what he said on Sean Hannity's show last night.
I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK. I condemn all white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that.
Okay.
You can just see him.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I don't know much about the Proud Boys, but I condemn them.
I don't know anything about them, but you want me to condemn them, I condemn them. We're fine. Let's all go.
The Moose Lodge, I condemn them. He didn't do that, though.
No, he did not. He did
condemn
not.
the Moose Lodge.
I don't know. I don't think you want to mess with the Moose Lodge, to be honest with you.
Really? Too powerful a group, are they?
The Order of the Moose, man.
Yeah. Sometimes their bowling teams are really, really good, too.
I was a fan of the Moose Lodge bowling alley when I was a kid. Yeah, they had a 10-lane bowling alley downstairs. They never let us upstairs, though.
Wow.
Not once. So I don't know what kind of
rituals were going on
upstairs there.
You know, it was something creepy.
I know.
Sacrificing babies. Who knows what they were doing?
The Moose Lodge, you think?
And the bowling alley was covering up the sacrificing noise.
Right.
Yeah.
That was before the internet, though, so nobody knew about it.
Right.
So now those things are all out in the open, and fortunately we have QAnon or whatever to tell us about those kinds of things.
Surprisingly, when you Googled "did the Moose Lodge sacrifice babies," I'm not finding.
You're not finding anything?
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, it's part of the cover-up.
Where did you get this information?
That's why he won't condemn them.
Yeah, that's why. That's exactly why.
I know.
He likes to sacrifice babies. He likes it.
No, he's been the most pro-life president. I don't understand.
Maybe that's what he wants you to think.
Well, I do think that.
All right, 888-900-3393. Waiting for our first contestant for more on trivia in Dallas. Something else that broke too, and I hate this stuff, but even though she didn't really say anything really horrible here, it's kind of there's sort of an attitude here that people are going to pick up on. Melania's friend taped all kinds of conversations between the two of them.
Her friend?
Her friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, really close personal friend, and now she's released all of this audio. Dirty. Here's the first leaked audio with Melania and her friend talking about Christmas.
I'm complicit. I'm the same like him. I support him. I don't say enough. I don't do enough.
No.
Where I am, I'm working like my ass off.
I know.
Christmas stuff that, who gives a about Christmas stuff and decoration, but I need to do it, right?
Yeah, but
correct?
100%. You have no choice.
And then I do it, and I say that I'm working on Christmas, planning for the Christmas, and they said, oh, what about the children that they were separated? Give me a break. Where they were saying anything when Obama did that?
I know.
I cannot go. I was trying to get the kid reunited with the mom. I didn't have a chance. Needs to go through the process and through the law.
But here's my thing. Hear what you just said. But instead of that, if you're messaging, you were so loved.
They would not do the story. We put it out. They would not do the story.
I'm telling you.
You would not believe it. They would not do the story because they would not do the story because they are against us because they're liberal media. Yeah, if I go to Fox, they will do the story. I don't want to go to Fox.
Okay, so that's, did she say anything really wrong there?
No.
Maybe she made it sound like she didn't care about the Christmas decoration.
That's how it's being
spun,
So
she doesn't like, what, you don't like Christmas?
No, she's a human being that's frustrated.
Yeah, she's
like
frustrated.
any other human being in this country.
And surprise, the first lady talks to her friend on the phone like everybody else does.
Right.
Surprise!
Although I would hope that my friends wouldn't record me.
And that your friend wouldn't use the F word because she did a few times.
Yeah.
And
I hate that. Man, I wouldn't talk to anybody that used that word. That's for sure, Pat.
Right? I know you wouldn't.
How close are you to your friends who are at the Moose Lodge?
I will disavow the Moose Lodge if they start using the F word over the phone to me. Okay.
I bet you will.
Okay.
Because to you, that would be super offensive.
That's the end.
Am I right?
That's the
super
end.
offensive.
That's the end.
Me too.
So there's your big. That's the one they release first.
Yeah, good point.
I know.
That's the
big one. That's the big one.
Yeah. Okay. Your release for the first time should be something, I don't know, huge, right? If you have anything.
How often since President Trump has been president have we been inundated with bombshell?
Oh,
that is not a bombshell.
Yeah.
And so
there's nothing there, and there's nothing to that Melania thing. There's nothing. They'll just like we said, they will latch on to the attitude involved and saying something about Christmas, but that's all they've got really. Oh, and she didn't want to go on Fox News. You didn't want to go on Fox News? What? She probably didn't want to go on Fox News because everybody, of course, they can go on Fox.
Right.
She wanted other people to cover it. So that's why she didn't want to have to resort to Fox News with whatever she was talking about there. But I think it's interesting. It's fascinating that that's the first thing they have.
That is a good point.
You got nothing if that's as good as it gets.
The next time she's going to be upset about, I don't have shoes to wear.
Right.
I mean, bombshell.
Yeah, right.
Melania has 800 pairs of shoes and thinks she doesn't have shoes to wear.
All the stuff they ignore from James O'Keefe, and they'll latch onto this Melania thing.
Yeah, for sure.
888-900-3393. All right, we'll take a break, and then hopefully by then we'll have a contestant in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex coming up. Big news. It's a big news Friday. President and First Lady each have COVID-19. And
just completely forgotten about Hope Hicks.
And Hope Hicks. Yes, and
Nobody
Hope.
cares about Hope.
Well, that's because she probably gave it to him. So we're pissed at Hope for doing that.
Right.
I don't know how Hope got it.
I know.
We need to look into that.
I don't know what
are you
Hope
doing?
is doing.
What are you doing, Hope?
I know.
I hope she's not doing it. I hope she's not doing anything nefarious. That's what I hope
know.
for Hope.
A little Hope business going on.
Hoping
in the
against
White House.
Hope that she didn't get it some awful way.
Oh, nice.
We got Dana. It's Dana somewhere in the Metroplex. Dana, hi.
Hi.
Is it all right if we've asked you 4 quick questions?
Okay.
All right. You don't ask anybody for help. And if you don't know the answer, just take a guess, okay?
All right.
All right. Question number 1. Which planet, Dana, is closest to the sun?
Oh, Lord, help me, Mars.
Right.
I know.
Mars? Can we accept Mars? No, because it's not the correct answer, so we can't accept it. It's Uranus.
I mean, we could
Uranus
have,
is closest.
Uranus.
Yeah, right there, close to the sun. Uranus always is, right?
Now I know.
Don't burn it.
Now you know. Put some sunscreen on it. Okay. Yes. All right. Question number 2. How many strings are on a typical guitar?
5.
5? Can we accept 5? No, again, we can't accept it because it's not the right answer.
Now listen,
It's actually a trick question. There is no such thing as a typical guitar. Yeah, so dang it, kind of a trick question. Some of them have 5, some of them have 12. There's a few that have 6, so you just never know.
Technically, I was right.
Technically,
One of them has 5, right?
There's an 18-string guguitar as well, right?
Really? Can we give it to her then?
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying no. These are sticklers.
Yeah, somehow I knew.
Yeah. All right. Question number 3. Who is Glenn Beck?
He's a Cowboy player.
He's a Cowboy player?
Cowboy player. There you go. Thank you.
He sure looks like one, but
no, Dana, darn it.
He was just
I
voted.
really wanted to win.
He was just voted Rap Artist of the Year.
Oh, yeah, well, not my kind of music.
Is it really?
I know.
Yeah. He uses a lot of foul language, misogyny, that kind of thing.
Sings about
you wouldn't,
cows.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it.
Sings
He
about
does sing about
He
cattle.
does.
I got some cattle. I'm driving to the town. Stuff like that.
You recognize that.
All right, question number 4. Our last question, and you've been a fabulous contestant, Dana.
So
Thank
close
you.
on these answers.
So close.
Yeah.
Ever so close.
I'm on pins and needles here.
What is the last line of the Star-Spangled Banner? No, you can't ask for help. Oh, boy. Yeah, you can't ask for help.
I would have to sing the whole thing. So.
Yeah, I know it's hard to remember the last line.
She wasn't asking for help. She was just singing the song.
Yeah, see.
Oh, no, y'all would hang up on me quick.
It's the actual last line was, "It was built by the slaves."
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay.
Remember now? You remember now,
Yeah,
don't
she didn't
you?
like that.
All right.
Look, it's the new 1619 Project National Anthem.
Right.
Well, completely failure. So if y'all were giving it away for failure, I'd win.
Right. That's right.
Oh, now come on.
All right.
But
Come
no.
on. Believe in yourself.
So you're not even that good.
Well, Dana, you are good enough to send you the home version of our game psychically. And I just did.
Great.
So congratulations.
There.
And
Enjoy it.
we'll talk to you later. Well, probably
believe-
not.
Thank
Probably
you.
not, actually.
Dana, believe in yourself
Bye-bye.
now. Okay?
Yes. There you go.
She sounded
Gosh
a
darn
little...
it, you are good enough, Dana.
Right?
Dang it. You sure are. Except she's not on the line anymore, so all this happy talk isn't working.
That was a rough one for Dana.
That was a rough one. She went, I'd call it 0 for 4 there.
Would you?
Yeah.
Because that's what I called it.
What position did famed Dallas Cowboy Glenn Beck play, by the way?
Oh, he had all kinds of positions. He was all over the field. The guy, they could use him anywhere. He's like Taysom Hill. They could just plug him in anywhere.
Boy, struggled the other
All right, we got Nicole somewhere in the Cleveland area. Hey, Nicole. Nicole? Hi.
Hey.
Can we ask you 4 quick questions? 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't know the answer, just take a guess, and you can't ask anybody for help, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You seem pretty on fire today. Am I accurate in that? Yeah, okay.
It's not one of the questions.
Nicole, which planet is closest to the sun? Did we lose her?
Nicole.
Nicole? Yep. No, we lost her. We lost her. That was too much of a question for her. They forfeited the quarter right there.
Wow. Is that right, Commissioner?
Well, yeah, she agreed.
Yeah,
I
guess.
0-0, baby.
I mean, that's just as good as sure.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Wow, we got a barn burner here after 1 quarter. 0-0.
That's really too bad, because the which planet is closest to the sun question was way too difficult. Okay, I'm not sticking around for the rest of this.
Admit it, Pat. You were. I'm sorry, Flap. You were going to. No matter what the answer was, the correct answer is going to be Uranus. Correct on that one, like for both contestants.
No.
What was it? What was the?
No.
Well, let's go through since we don't want to gyp the audience. What's the? We don't have alternative answers you want to share with us?
I don't know. Well, ask me the question. What's the question?
What's the closest planet to the sun?
Planet Hollywood.
Yes! Yes! Okay, how many strings are on a typical guitar?
34.
Who is Glenn Beck?
I mean, I will say I do have a guitar at the house that's had 5 strings on it for quite some time, so it's a typical freaking guitar in my house.
Glenn Beck is the host of Love Island, isn't he?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What is the last line of the Star Spangled Banner? You know, the national anthem.
No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions.
Thank you.
So, I don't think
of
she
the
would
world
get any of those. All right. So,
Okay,
are we calling
the
Fort
case.
Collins, Colorado, right now for the Cowboys?
Because that's how far Texas stretches.
Okay.
The Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex is gigantic.
My commute feels like it comes in from Fort Worth sometimes.
Yeah.
Or from Fort Collins. Let's see. So we're 0-0 after 1 quarter of play.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
The battle continues as we head into the second quarter.
It's a heated battle.
It is.
A heated battle of dunce versus dolt.
Who do you think
is
actually
how we
wins
get
this
thrown.
game?
I think the dunce does. I think the dolt is edged out by the dunce. So we'll see.
Okay, good.
That doesn't.
All right.
What team has the?
Just roll with it, man. Roll with it.
Go with it. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
All right. 888-900-3393. Something to make you feel even more secure about the vote coming up. This is great because there was a voting machine that was stolen.
Yeah,
right?
that and a USB stick.
And a USB station stolen. And a reporter went in to visit and check it all out.
Okay.
And here's what they found.
Max Marin with WHLY News. I just walked into an election warehouse in the East Falls neighborhood.
Election
Philadelphia,
warehouse.
The door was open.
Philadelphia.
There was a theft that occurred.
Look at that.
Some USB
Just
devices sometime this week.
Walked in there.
Row after
And
row
I'm here
of
in this
voting
warehouse where all
machine.
of the
This is
voting machines
after
are
the
stored.
theft from that room.
Again, I just walked in that door. I've been announcing my name, trying to see if anyone is here.
Nobody's there. Oh my God! You could take off with anything
Quite
you
easily
wanted.
could
Yeah.
Wow.
We're screwed.
With this level of access.
Look at all those voting machines all just sitting there.
And obviously, this reporter's got his stupid mask on, so you.
Oh yeah, he's in this is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
So stupid.
Sir?
Take your mask
Any
off.
security cameras in here? I didn't see any on the outside of the building.
Look at that.
He keeps checking in the offices. Hello.
Nobody.
Where is every?
Oh,
There.
Where?
He found a person. He finally found a person.
Finally did.
After he could have left with half a dozen of those unseen.
Easy.
Oh yeah.
And think about this warehouse holding all of these voting machines, all the sensitive equipment for the most important election of our lifetime, unguarded after a theft.
Yeah.
Yeah, unguarded, and there was no. What's really surprising in today's world, there were no cameras. No surveillance video cameras anywhere in that room.
That's what he was saying. I don't see any cameras anywhere.
That's in today's world.
That's
crazy. My gosh, you can't even walk up to my neighbor's house.
You can't
I've
walk.
tried.
I mean,
But
there's surveillance cameras on us right at this very moment.
Right.
We're being surveilled.
Wait. Are there? There's not cameras in this room. No
Yes,
way.
in this room.
I've never seen a camera
Right
in this
now.
room. Don't lie to me.
Right
You're
now.
trying to scare me.
Multiple
There's cameras in here.
cameras.
Tracking your every movement.
Multiple.
All right. Hopefully second half or the second quarter, actually. Cleveland, Dallas, coming up.
Pat Gray.
I do.
The Blaze Radio Network.
And thank you for returning with me. 888-900-3393. Great to have you with us. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We're in the midst of more on trivia.
Smack dab in the middle.
Smack dab. Well, we're not in the middle yet, but we're up to the second quarter.
We're smack dab in the middle of the first half, I'll tell you that.
That's
my friend.
correct.
I don't know if you're the Falcons. You're in the middle of the game right now, because then it's over before it really is. Sorry.
All right.
I'm bitter, man.
Yeah, I know.
Let that go.
So we're trying to get into the second quarter. Looking for somebody from Dallas, Fort Worth, for the Cowboys.
We're all
versus
tied
Browns.
up 0-0.
Nothing. Nobody got a first round question right.
Couple of eggshells happening on the board.
Dodge City, Kansas, part of the Republic of Texas.
Very much so. And really kind of honorarily still is. So if that's who we need to call,
Yes.
I don't have a problem with it. Do not have a problem with it.
Yes.
All right. See, big news. Of course, the president and first lady each have COVID-19. The president did make this statement yesterday, last night, I think, on Hannity.
I have to say, I've said it many times, and let me be clear again. I condemn the KKK. I condemn all white supremacists. I condemn the Proud Boys. I don't know much about the Proud Boys, almost nothing, but I condemn that.
Not condemn white
I don't know why you won't
supremacy.
do it. Why won't you do it? And he's never done it. You know, there's just he's been asked a million times. He was asked in 2016.
I can't believe. First of all, I can't even believe Hannity lets him on anymore.
Right.
I can't believe it. I mean, if he's not going to condemn, if he's not going to do it,
then you shouldn't have him on.
Thank you.
You really shouldn't. And I mean, look what he said back in 2016 on the debate back then. Asked by the same guy, Chris Wallace. He had this.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. I've been doing it now for 2 weeks. You're probably about the 18th person that's asked me the question. It was very clear. That question was also talked about in the form of groups. I want to know, which groups are you talking about? You have to tell me which groups. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow. And by the way, if you look on my Twitter account, almost immediately after the program, they were disavowed again. You know, it's amazing. When I do something on Twitter, everybody picks it up, goes all over the place. But when I did this one, nobody ever picks it up. Take a look at my Twitter account.
Good suggestion.
Thank you.
Good suggestion.
But how's Chris Wallace going to know? Where was he when the president said that?
Well, he was sitting right there. He was the one that asked him the question.
How close?
10 feet, maybe.
Okay,
20,
well, I mean, maybe he didn't hear it.
away.
I don't know.
he might not have heard it properly.
Yeah. So the same guy asked the same question 4 years later after he knows for a fact.
Right. Even putting that aside, he knows.
He knows.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry.
On the David Duke thing, do you remember back in the race of 2000, he was with, what party was that? I can't remember what the party he was in, and Jesse Ventura was in, and they were going to run for president or something.
Yeah.
And then he got out of the party. What was the reason he used to get out of the party? David Duke was part of it. And I didn't want to be a party to that. David Duke joined the party, and that forced him out of it. That's how much he disavowed these guys.
The independent, I can't remember what
it wasn't the independent party.
It wasn't.
No. I can't remember the name
darn
of
it.
Doesn't really matter. But the point is, he disavowed David Duke even back then. Why? Because of his racism. That's why. He's always disavowed racists and racism and white supremacy. Just agonizing. And everybody knows it. You don't think Chris Wallace knows that? You don't think he knows that he disavowed it clear back in 2000 and he did it again in 2016 right in front of him? And then, so you needed to ask the question again? No, he did not.
Well, now that the president is on lockdown, has some time on his hands, he can sit around watching all the games of the NBA Finals like everybody else is.
Yeah. Yeah, not everybody.
Well, not everybody.
Not everybody, I'm pretty sure, Keith. Everybody might be a bit of an overstatement. There is a trend of low ratings throughout the NBA postseason, and it's now reached the NBA Finals, and it hit hard. Game 1 of the Finals between the Lakers and Miami Heats brought in only 7.41 million viewers to ABC. Wow.
That's embarrassing.
Compared to last year, how big of a drop is that?
Let's see. Last year, it was the Golden State Warriors and Toronto Raptors, right? 13.51 million.
Well, last year it was available everywhere. This year, I don't know that it's available everywhere.
No, it's available.
I don't think you can find it anywhere.
ABC.
Yeah, it's a tough one to find. ABC. That's hard.
Literally, an antenna on the back of your set could get this game.
When has anybody ever seen an ABC station?
That's my point.
So that's a 45% drop from
45% audience drop.
45% drop from last year.
Isn't LeBron in the finals?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, he is. You don't suppose people are just sick and tired of all this? That's so fantastic.
I'm surprised people wouldn't tune in to watch him fall on his face, hopefully, but okay.
But nope.
Nope.
So who won? Any idea? I have no idea.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
I don't really care that much. I just like to see LeBron lose.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to see the Heat beat him. I really would.
LA leads 1-0.
Of course they do. They'll probably sweep. Fact is, but nobody's watching. So if nobody watches and they sweep, did they really sweep? No, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. All right, we're still waiting for the second quarter to begin, and more on trivia. Browns, Cowboys, tied at 0 right now. So we could have another scoreless tie. I think we did the first week, right?
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
So we just threw that one out.
Good stuff.
Well, I put it in the tie category.
Yeah, we're 1-1-1.
1-1-1.
I mean, but
you can't tie still. For some reason, the NFL still hasn't fixed that. We just had a tie last weekend.
With the Eagles.
Asinine.
That's the dumbest thing. I don't understand why they allow that
Doesn't
to
make any
happen.
sense.
It makes zero sense.
Do sudden death. All you have to do is start at the 50-yard line. Okay, if you think it's too easy the college way, where they start at the 25 and either score a touchdown or kick.
Right.
Start at the 50 and do the same thing.
Whatever.
All right, we got Carol in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Hey, Carol.
Hey.
How are you today? We'd like to ask you 4 quick questions. Is that all right?
That's fine.
All right. You can't ask anybody for help, and if you don't know the answer, just take a guess. It's no big deal. All right?
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the capital city of France? Paris? Indeed it is. Congratulations. This is question number 2 now. Who is Nancy Pelosi?
The Secretary of Treasury.
The Secretary of Treasury.
That's so close.
Dang it.
I want to give it to her. No.
She's actually the witch the house fell on in Wizard of Oz. God, but you were darn close.
It's so close.
Other than that. All right, question number 3. What kind of procedure is a rhinoplasty?
Nose job.
Yeah, I know. That's hard. That's a hard one, right? What's a rhinoplasty?
I think she just said it.
Nose job.
Yeah. It's a what?
Yeah, she got it.
A nose job.
A nose job.
Right.
Nicely done.
Wow, do you work for the zoo?
Wow, that's really good. It's also any plasty that's done on Jeffy.
Oh, rhino. Now I get it.
I would.
It's any plasty done on Jeffy.
Why would she even?
And we don't need to think music.
No.
All right, question number 4. Just one more. And you've been a fabulous contestant. Thank you for being so. What does a barometer do?
It tells the.
It tells the.
It
tells what?
Not the humidity, but the. It's the barometric pressure. I don't know.
Oh, you're so close. Can we barometric pressure? Actually, I think that's right. Do we give that to her? Do we give it to her? She got it. She got barometric pressure.
Fine.
Right?
Wait, she got help.
She did.
Wait,
Yes.
what? You got help?
Carol, who's helping you?
Who's helping me?
Yeah. Did somebody whisper it to you?
Oh, don't do this.
No, I ain't got a whisper in here. Especially no trivia question.
She ain't got a
She ain't got a
whisperer
person
in
in there. So
there
what
you
are
go.
you saying, Keith? You lying sack.
Right. Keith is trying to start a fight.
Carol, you were fabulous.
Thank you, Keith. I appreciate it.
You did an incredible job.
I think I need to redo the Nancy Pelosi because I think she is the House of Treasure.
She's the House of Treasure?
Yeah,
you're right. It was. You thought it was Secretary of Treasure, but now you realize
House of Treasure.
It's the House of Treasure. Yeah. Good job. Way to redo that one. Thank you for doing it.
I can't put it on the board, though.
Darn it. He's really a stickler, Carol. We can't do anything with him.
That's okay. I have a memory problem, so it doesn't matter.
Do
anyway.
you really? Us too. But all right. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. So we'll see you later, or probably not. But have a good life. All right. Bye bye now.
So, Commissioner, we're giving her 3 points, even though
that's correct.
Okay.
Whine all you want.
I'm not-
She said.
She said
we even
barometric
questioned
pressure, right?
her, but we
I know
questioned
what
her.
she said. I'm not arguing with that.
She testified in a court of law that she didn't have help. She ain't got no whisperers there.
She ain't got nobody. She ain't got nobody there.
She ain't got no whisperers there.
What do you want,
Wait,
Keith?
hold on a second. Okay, forget it. Did I even say the word whisper, Your Honor? Or did she just say that? Like, did I plant that in her head, or did she just say...
I think we said whisper, somebody whispering in
All right,
your
we got to
ear,
move
right?
on to Carly here. We got Carly somewhere in the great state of Ohio. Hey, Carly. Carly?
Oh, no.
Carly! No, honey, please.
Carly.
No, we lost her. Oh, that is tragic. 3-0 so far. Cowboys over Browns. Still waiting for somebody in Cleveland. Cleveland area. Greater Ohio area.
Cowboys
the Ohio
cheated.
Basin. The Midwest. The middle part of the country. Which extends from the middle to the east and to the west. The north and to the south.
Go to the south is
We're
the most important.
We're all Browns right now.
Right, Ohio.
We are all Cleveland Browns now.
Ohio carved out of the Northwest Territory, right?
Right.
Which included multiple states.
Included everything from
So
everywhere.
call Minnesota or Wisconsin.
Everything like
Michigan,
such as the Iraq, the South Africa.
You can call Indiana or Illinois if you'd like. We don't care.
I don't care. Just get somebody on the phone. Just somebody answer questions. That's all we're
That'd be
asking.
nice. Just 4 quick questions.
Yeah,
That's all
4
it is.
questions. That's all we need. That's all. By the way, very quickly, 661,000 jobs added last month to the U.S. economy.
Nice.
661,000. Not bad. Now we have Brenda. Hey, Brenda. Brenda?
Oh, no.
Brenda.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, doing really well. Thank you for asking. Are you really concerned, or are you just making small talk back to me? Right? Right. So, yeah. Hey, we're going to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right.
That's all right.
Okay. If you don't know the answer, just take a guess, and you can't ask anybody for help, okay?
Okay. Well, I'm in the office, so.
All right. So
Okay,
you're
good.
alone right now?
Yeah.
What are you wearing? No, never mind. We're just kidding. All right. Question number 1.
I'm not.
What is the capital city of France?
Paris.
Paris? Exactly right. It was Pocatello, but they moved it last week.
Really? I thought it was nice.
They just moved it. They just moved
I
it.
didn't see that in the news.
Question number 2. Who is Nancy Pelosi?
Don't know.
You don't know?
Nobody
Okay.
knows who she is.
Yeah, she's kind of obscure. She's AOC's maid. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's maid.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Question number 3. What kind of procedure is a rhinoplasty?
Don't know.
Don't know?
How are you supposed to know
It's
that?
surgery that is done on a rhinoceros.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Or a Jeffy, I'm told.
Or a Jeffy. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, number 4. What does a barometer do?
Weighs?
Weighs?
Weighs.
Really close.
Weighs.
Now, a barometer tells you how big a bar actually is. But you're kind of close. You're kind of
know
close.
that.
Yeah, it tells you the square footage of a bar in meters.
Oh,
Okay, you have been fabulous.
Square footage in
And-
meters? It does in meters. That's what it does?
Do you have the
That's
sniffles?
what it does.
Gives you the
That's-
sniffles
and it
over
gives
there.
you the sniffles.
Gives the sniffles.
Okay.
So you were fantastic. We're going to send you the home version of our game psychically, and I just did. All right?
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Bye-bye now.
So at halftime, what's our score, Mr. Commissioner?
At halftime, you're looking at
3-1.
the Dallas Cowboys 3,
2.
the Cleveland Browns 1.
Okay. So the Cowboys up 3-1.
Mm-hmm. Keep saying 2 all you want because you think homegirl got some help. But
She did on barometer.
She testified.
Well, it'd still only be 2-1.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
But we're going to get so many more callers here, then it could become an issue.
That's true. Could be a real issue. Apple is rolling out a gender-neutral Santa Claus and other emojis that are really fun. Some male emojis, like one holding a baby.
Yeah, put up these emojis.
Look,
you got the.
They got the male holding the baby.
There you go.
Okay,
So what?
I mean, you got the woman,
You got dudes in wedding dresses. There's a guy in a wedding dress.
So inclusive.
And you have the woman in a tuxedo.
Those are funny.
Those are funny. Yeah.
They're funny. And they got it. They can't do everything at once.
And the gender-neutral Santa. There you go.
Everybody wears a Santa hat at Christmas. Don't you want to represent America? Yes.
No.
You do. Yes, you do. And I saw if you make emojis, you don't want to release everything at once, but you want to save your job because now I see where they're releasing a flip-flop and like blueberries.
What?
It's amazing all the new emojis that they're releasing now that weren't available. So next year, I think maybe we get 2 flip-flops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's real.
What does a flip-flop represent?
A flip-flop.
I'm wearing flip-flops right now, so here's the flip-flop emoji.
Right.
Stupid.
No, you got it.
Really? I mean, that's what it's about? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My wife is big into the emoji thing. She loves it.
They're issuing a faceless
loves
one,
it.
too, right? One of the newer ones that they didn't have
what?
before. Was
For
the
people
faceless one
who
with
have
the
been
mask.
born without faces?
With the mask, so you just get the eyes.
Okay, that's nice. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Haven't
That's
called
nice.
Santa Fe, New Mexico
like
for the
that.
Dallas Cowboys yet. Are they getting calls there?
Part of the greater Dallas-Fort
part
Worth
of the
Metroplex.
Yes, it is.
Tell you that right now.
I mean-
Santa Fe is an important part of the Metroplex,
When
as is Albuquerque.
When the airlines are flying over Albuquerque, they're starting their landing procedures for DFW.
That's
so-
right. That's
so
right.
it's part of the greater Metroplex, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
All righty.
Good.
Okay. Oh! Patty, hi. Hey, Patty. Patty, are you there?
Oh, Patty's busy.
Patty. Probably helping a customer right
Sure.
now, which is exactly what we're doing. But
right.
Patty. Hello, Patty.
You there, Patty?
Nope.
Maybe we're on mute.
Patty, 2x4. Wait.
Wow.
No, that's a different thing, right? Patty, hello.
That's
Hey,
not very
Martin,
nice.
unmute us.
I think Patty
no,
hung
Patty
up.
just
I think
hung
we
up.
lost her.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we lost
It
her.
couldn't have been anything to do with the fatty 2x4.
I said Patty. Patty, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Patty. Is that Patty like Paddy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you're Irish, are you?
No, I'm a South African.
South
South
African?
African.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're
It
right
sounds
there
like an
in the-
Irish name.
in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Same hemisphere,
I could
almost.
be Irish if you wanted
Right?
me to.
Not even that. All right, Patty. We're going to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's all right. Okay.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Okay. You can't ask for any help, and if you don't know the answer, just take a guess. It's no big deal. All right?
Okay.
All right. Question number 1. What is the very light gas used to fill balloons and blimps?
Helium.
Helium.
Bingo.
Exactly right, Patty. Name one state that borders Canada.
Borders Canada, I would say Dakota or Minnesota.
Okay.
I only asked for
Yes.
one. You don't need to prove how smart you are.
Right? He's showing us he's like a Rhodes Scholar or something here. What city is the Jefferson Memorial located in?
I believe it's Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Very close. Jefferson City, Montana.
Oh,
Jefferson City, Montana.
Montana?
Yeah.
Another state that borders. Anyway.
Okay. Name the country that is also a continent.
A country.
That's also a continent. Is the continent?
How about Asia?
Asia?
Yeah. Oh, no.
They're really close.
Sorry. Oh.
Iceland is what we were looking for.
Okay,
Iceland.
yeah,
The continent and country of Iceland. Well, Patty, you were fabulous. Top of the morning to you, and the balance of the day to you also, my friend. All right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, it's my wife's birthday today.
No, it's not.
Shout
Happy
out to
birthday.
Patty's wife. Happy birthday.
How old is she, Patty?
She's 62. But
62.
Oh, Patty.
I bet
she's
you
a beauty. She's a beauty.
doesn't look a day over 61, I'm guessing.
Oh, you better believe it.
baby.
You thinking about trading her in, or are you okay?
No, you just said she's a beauty.
That doesn't mean you don't trade them in.
Hey, Patty, be sure to tell your lovely bride that she needs to sign up for the 1099 Big Frog Breakfast Birthday Club.
Right.
'Cause
Okay.
We'll send
Yeah,
you.
tell her.
1099.
Tell her that.
Yeah,
the 1099
The
birthday.
Big Frog, baby.
All right. Thank you, guys.
No,
Have a good
Patty,
day.
thank you, and I mean that. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
When you sign up for the Birthday Breakfast Club at 1099, what do you get there, Flap?
Oh, you get breakfast.
Duh.
Duh. What are you, stupid? We show up with our prize mobile with flapjacks. And
once a quarter, we show up for the entire office. It's not just you; it's everyone at the office.
Up to 4 people. Up to 4 people. If your office is no bigger than 4.
But it's my birthday. Why do I have to share it with everybody at my office? I can't stand anybody.
Because it's a big celebration.
It's a big celebration. We show up
so
with a balloon and
you
everything.
and up to 3 other people can experience the
But now I've got
flapjacks
to
in the
pick,
morning.
and I'm going to make my coworkers feel badly that they weren't invited to.
Well, we could just bring it in and you can share. It'll be like a buffet.
All right, so we've got
5-1 Cowboys.
5-1
That's
Cowboys.
correct.
And so the Browns would need to run the table here.
The Browns
just
would
to
need to
tie
run
it.
the
Just to
table.
tie it.
And if we don't get a caller from the greater Cleveland area, then the Cowboys win either way.
You're right, because we regress to the end of the last quarter. So
Correct.
there you go. So hopefully we'll get a contestant here in the next few seconds. Because otherwise...
And if we don't, then...
we got Tracy.
Oh, nice. I didn't hear the sounder.
Tracy.
No, that's not quite.
You there, Tracy?
Yes.
Hi. We'd like to ask you 4 quick questions, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
All right. You can't ask for help. And if you don't know the answer, just take a guess, okay?
Okay.
Question number 1. What is the very light gas used to fill balloons and blimps?
Helium.
Helium.
Right.
Yes. Yes. They also use sarin gas. They use sarin gas
I know, of
sometimes
course.
in certain parts
Of
of the planet. But that's a little more iffy occasionally. Name one state that borders Canada. Canada.
Yeah. Nobody knows
Nobody
that.
knows
Pass.
that. What?
She passed. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Kansas
Nobody
would have been
knows
one. Mississippi would have been another, but that's okay. Question number 3. What city is the Jefferson Memorial located in? Yeah, it's hard, huh?
New York.
New York.
New York. Yeah. No.
It's close. Memorial, Minnesota.
It's the
Yeah.
Jefferson Memorial.
Yeah,
Duh.
it's in Memorial, Minnesota. All right, name the country that is also a continent.
Damn.
I know
Right.
that's hard. I'll give you a clue. It's an island.
What are you doing?
I'm just giving her clues.
Oh
'cause it
no,
doesn't
y'all
matter.
got me up my
What are you
pants.
doing? Do you know Tracy or something?
It's Hawaii. It's the Hawaiian Islands are also a continent
Wow.
as well as a country. Darn it! But you did a great job, and thank you for doing it. What are you doing this weekend? Anything?
I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Just what?
Chilling.
Just chilling.
Chilling,
Yeah,
yeah.
us too. Us too.
Go Browns.
All right. Well, are you a Browns fan or no?
So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I am on that. All right. Well, we got to cut you loose because we're all out of time. But thank you for
All
playing.
right, bye-bye.
All right.
Appreciate
bye-bye.
it. All right, so the Cowboys win. More on trivia.
5-2.
5-2. I thought we were going to have a closer
Jeffy
game
and
than
I were
that at the
getting
beginning
nervous.
of the quarter.
She knows helium, but doesn't know a state that borders Canada.
How weird is that?
That is really weird.
Have a great weekend.
Pat Gray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.